Welcome back everyone. This is GTA Failure. In this video we tackle Firefighter. So as usual we push I to begin the vehicle mission. We're going to head out this exit. There's actually another exit to the south, so feel free to go in that direction if your yellow square is south of the fire station. So we're going to head towards this yellow square. We're going to put out a fire. And so in this first level of Firefighter, we just have to put out a fire. There's a car that we're going to come up on and put out that fire. And then we'll do level 2, where there will be a car on fire. I'm left clicking to fire my water out. So in level 2, we're going to put out a car, and then somebody in the car is going to get out of the car, and they'll be on fire, and they're going to run around like a crazy person, and so you have to chase them and put them out. And then in level 3, you put out a car, and then 2 people get out, and you have to put both of those folks who are on fire, you got to put them out. And at some point, there's 2 cars and even 3 cars, and on one of the early levels, so there's the crazy person. On one of the early levels, you have to chase down a car that's on fire, like the car will be moving. Fortunately, it doesn't move very fast, but I think that's like level 3 or 4 or something. And just like some of the other kind of vehicle missions, this one has 12 levels, and you have to complete all 12 levels of Firefighter without failing. And there are a few different reasons to fail. So one reason to fail would be to run out of time. You can see there's a timer in the top right. All right, so this person is kind of going crazy. I don't want to run over them. That's the other common way to fail, is that in your haste to put somebody who's on fire and put them out, you accidentally run over them. All right, so is that car moving? Kind of looks like it is. I think we're going to turn around. So be very careful that you don't get too close to the crazy people, because they can move in unpredictable ways, and so you want to keep your distance from them and then hit them with the spray. And after a few seconds of spraying water, they will get put out. Okay, so here's the one car that that is desperate to not get rescued as they drive on fire and driving away from the fire truck. Oh man. Okay, don't turn. Here we go. But like I said, they go slow, and it doesn't take very long to put them out. And now I stop because I don't want to get too close to any of these guys. Occasionally you might get unlucky, like if a drunk driver is coming through and they run over one of your on fire people, then you fail. It's okay to run over these folks after they're put out. So right now I just drove right on top of one of the folks that I just put out, but you can't hit them, you can't kill them until they are not on fire anymore, which seems reasonable. So just like the other 12 level paramedic thing, like there's 77 fires to put out here. One on the first level, sorry, 78. 1 on the first level, 2 on the second, 3 on the third, where I'm counting cars on fire and people on fire as equals, just counting the number of fires to put out. So 78 is the goal. So here is the first one with multiple vehicles. So if one of the vehicles is empty and you put that one out first, then the other vehicle will maybe take off. And so that one I just shot off into the ocean there, which would have been problematic if they were still on fire, because if you shoot them into the ocean and they're on fire, the ocean doesn't immediately put them out. They actually die instantly upon touching the water, and then you fail because they died. So there are a couple of places where you want to be careful not to squirt somebody into the water or into a place where you can't reach them anymore. Okay, so 2 more, it's not those guys. So it should be 2 more cars on fire here, and at least 1 person in each of these vehicles. So there's the 1 person here, and then this closer vehicle, I guess, has more folks. So I just stay here and hope that they all kind of go in the same direction. And this really isn't a stressful thing in general. I mean, it is possible to fail. What do we have here? All right, so like this guy right here is dangerously close to my fire truck, and so I want to give him some space because he turned around. Okay, let's go. All right, so there we just killed one of the guys that we just rescued, but it was fine because we rescued them first and got credit for it. So getting a wanted level here is not instant mission fail, but it can make things challenging. Where am I? Somehow lost track of like how to get anywhere south. This was not the most efficient route. So getting a wanted level is okay, but you are vulnerable while you're stationary or moving very slowly while you're putting these fires out. So probably best just to try to avoid getting a wanted level. Okay, so typically I try to put all of the vehicles out before I start chasing the folks who are on fire. Okay, we'll tackle these two on the left. That's really efficient if you can hit multiple of them at the same time. That's pretty cool. It is possible to move your spray around. You can only do it when the spray is on. So like 8 goes up and 2 goes down. 4 and 6 go left and right with the spray. But I typically just keep the spray at the original angle and the original trajectory or whatever height. But if somebody's in an awkward place, you might be able to spray them by moving the sprayer around instead of moving the fire truck around. Oh, there's a drunk driver. That's scary, scary. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I have concerns. Looks like all of my folks survived. My goodness, drunk driving is bad. Are these people in the alley? Are they in the store? If they're in the store, that's a real problem. I think they are in the pizza shop, and this might be mission fail for me. Sometimes you just get unlucky. I don't know what I could have done differently to prevent them from going in that store. I feel like I should have failed because of the drunk driver. He drove right through that whole pile of people. I'm pretty... Oh, did they come out? Oh, fantastic. They ordered their food. All right, so I don't want to get a wanted level here, so I don't want to run over any of these other folks. Excellent. Yeah, I was worried about that one because they can get to a place where they're unreachable, like inside of that pizza shop. But all worked out. Excellent. So I like all of my fires to be downtown, which is where all of them have been so far. But as soon as you start going south, then the roads, I think they kind of narrow and they're sort of connected in funny ways. Anyway, you don't have any control over it, but I do like when all of my stuff is in the northern part of this island. Okay, so I think we have 3 vehicles that are on fire now. So again, implementing my strategy of trying to put out all the cars before I chase after the people. And I do occasionally look down at the map to make sure that I'm not leaving the scene here with anybody, any car or any person still on fire. Okay, both good there. Right, so these folks don't know what they're doing. Oftentimes they just kind of like follow pack mentality, herd mentality. But sometimes they go rogue, and so you do have to be careful if they're not just running in a nice straight line for you. Okay, let's head to little 80. So that was 45, and 45 is 90 divided by 2, and 90 is 9 times 10. So kind of reverse engineering our favorite formula for adding 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus up to some integer n. I know that I just completed the 9th level, because that formula again tells you to take the highest number, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, up to 9 in this case. And then multiply by 1 more, 9 times 10, and then divide by 2. So we just finished level 9 out of 12. This is, like I said, pretty straightforward. It is possible to get unlucky, but usually I have reasonable success here, and it doesn't take all that long. Okay, so now we're leaving the scene of the crime, putting this guy, was he under the car? Did I get lucky that he didn't die? All right, so here, oh, where's this guy going? Why did I just get a wanted level? I understand. All right, so there is one person still going to the south, so we'll get there, trying to avoid committing any crimes for a while because I really want this 1-star wanted level to go away. You could find a bribe star. I hardly know where any of them are in this game. But you cannot take this vehicle to a pay and spray. Again, the pay and spray owner, did I just get the 1-star renewed? What the heck? So pay and spray will not take any emergency vehicles. Okay, so the wanted star is gone. Crisis averted. I wasn't scared. Okay, so I think that was 10, right? 10 times 11 over 2 gives us the 55. So just continuing right along until we get to level 12. And staying here until all of these fires right here are put out. I think the cars are out, but there's still a couple of people right here. Oh, all right, so we actually just put out the third car. But if you see the steam rising, that means that you are hitting them, so don't move. All right, so I think that's everybody here. I looked at the map. I don't see any yellow right next to where I am. So this guy was approaching our fire truck, so I'm really trying to give him a wide berth. Okay, good. All right, so these other two, man, they've been sprinting. Look how far away they are. And again, be very careful. Oh, there's 3 up here. Be very careful not to be too aggressive as you chase after these folks, because it can take a while for your fire truck to stop if you get going quick. And you would hate to skid and uncontrollably smush any of these victims. Haven't they already been through enough? Okay, do we go here? Let's try going here. And again, you could click the mini map to make it full screen and then really find out where the folks are. But I find these roads are connected in such reasonable ways that if I just kind of greedily head in the direction of the yellow, then eventually I'll find the folks I'm trying to rescue. Okay, so that's all right. So actually, I'm going to wait. There's a drunk driver around, and I want them to get far away from the good work that I'm doing here before any of my folks get out of their vehicles. Okay, one more car, and then we'll start putting out the people. All right, so this one here seems really stuck on the cab. Okay, good. Now I think everybody is away. Seeing these guys run away like this reminds me of an old, come on. Stop, you're crazy. Reminds me of an old saying. So how's it go? It's like, give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day, teach a man to fish and he'll eat for the rest of his life. And then I heard a parody of that old saying. It says, build a man a fire, he'll be warm for a day. Set a man on fire, he'll be warm for the rest of his life. Okay, these guys are behaving strangely, just running across the road like that. Okay, and hopefully everybody here is easy and not stuck or anything. All right, how about this one? Again, I'm nervous whenever they're near me. Okay, don't get stuck. Just get put out. There we go. Okay, one more. And, oh, is this the end? We're about to be at the end. 78, easy. Okay. This is one where you can continue. Right now it says level 13, so we don't need any more. I think we're now fireproof from completing all 12 of these levels. So I just pushed I to cancel paramedic. And then let's head in the direction of the next rampage. I do want to change cars. Maybe one of these police cars will be unlocked. Actually, I'll show you a fixed spawn. There's some sports car like a Cheetah or something back here. Okay, good enough. All right, so we're going to head in the direction of this next rampage. So the directions here, it says go south and then make your second right after the overpass. Now, those directions kind of depend on where you finished Firefighter, and I think we finished Firefighter further south than typical. And actually I can't find this location without those directions. That's why I put it in. Okay, so I can see the overpass up ahead, I think. So silly, I should just learn where the thing is, like globally independent of this relative thing. Okay, so we drive south past that overpass. There's the first right-hand turn. So we're going to take the second right-hand turn, which is just up here. And then we're going to make a left and follow this road here. And once I get close, I recognize it, but just like finding this location, I've had trouble in the past. Okay, so it's right back here. And this is the other katana rampage, and it's tricky because it might take multiple attempts with your katana to kill the bad guys, the gang members. So if you end up low on health, the hospital is just out this way here and off to the right. So that's where it says the hospital is to the southeast. So let's try coming out here first. Hopefully we don't get a pack. I don't really like packs. I like when they're, kind of lined up in a row. Maybe these guys. All right, so other people are firing at me, which could be trouble. That was good there. That was 7. All right, so keeping an eye on my health. 127, 119, 100. Run, run. Oh my God. I believe it or not, I was trying to get away for a long time there, probably a good like 5-6 seconds. I was trying to get away from them, but I was caught up. I was stuck. Let me just come back this way. I was stuck getting shot at. Like every time I got shot, I wasn't able to run anymore. So let's try it again. I mean, fortunately, it's not far away, but I don't know where a convenient armor location is from here. So we're going to be more aggressive heading to the whatchamacallit, the hospital if we get in trouble. Okay, so that was good, but now this is not as good. 88 on the ground on a pile of corpses. How did they get there? Okay, so let's head back this way. So we got 4 out of 10 done. I mean, the good news is with the katana rampages, you only need 10. It's not like 20 or 35. But they are tough. They're tricky for me anyway. Okay, so the heart is just a little bit south of here. Let's see if we can take care of any of these guys here. Oh, 2 with 1 shot. Brilliant. Come on. Swing. Swing. There we go. Okay, 3 left. All good. All right, so these guys here are walking away. Maybe I can take them out without getting, nope. The guys behind were not thrilled with me. Okay, so health at 57, that's good enough. Let's head over to the heart. And again, I think that this heart is going to come back pretty quick. Come on, get up. I need you. I'm getting wrecked here. Officer, do something. All right, so 1 left. I think it's time for us to run away and pick on somebody our own size. Okay, so we got 30 seconds. That's no problem. The health is high as long as we don't get wrecked like we did before. Anybody still after me? All right, you. You. Excellent. Okay, so let's grab this health right here. And because we just died, we're going to stock up on everything. So there's armor and drive-by ammo just to the south of us here. So it's not too far out of the way. Definitely a time loss, though, dying during that rampage. Feel free, if you installed that quick save program like I recommended, feel free to, like save your game right before you do anything tough, like those 2 katana rampages or any of the missions that look challenging. All right, so I think we'll just grab the armor right here and then the ammo just south. Here we go. There is health underneath that ramp, that boat ramp right across the street, that ramp. But we'll continue south just a tiny bit more and grab this conveniently placed drive-by ammo right in here in the corner. And then I think that might be it for this video. I'll drive us to the start of the next mission, the D mission. Okay, sneaking through here, and then we'll take a right, not the first right, but the second right. We need to get to Starfish Island, which is not this first bridge, but the next one. Okay. And I'll say that I've died and been busted and failed missions more in this playthrough than I did in my GTA 3 video series playthrough. And I think there's a couple of things going on. Number one, I played and practiced GTA 3 much more than this game right here. And so I just got a lot better at it, and I have plenty of room to improve here in terms of like my safety and strategies and all that stuff. But number two, I also saved the game much more frequently. Like I would just save right here, like my little quick save program. I saved the game pretty darn often when I was making that playthrough, so that was a little bit cheating. But I think I was able to kind of, just like redo some missions that I failed or got busted on. Anyway, this is a good place to stop. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you real soon.